carton of fresh milk lasts about 7 days in the fridge, but a sealed can of condensed milk can sit in your pantry for 1 to 2 years, sometimes even longer. You heard that right? A dairy product that survives at room temperature for years sounds like culinary sorcery. Yet condensed milk is one of the most shelf-stable dairy products ever created. It's thick, sweet, and strangely immortal compared to regular milk. So what exactly happens inside a factory that turns ordinary milk into this syrupy, almost eternal ingredient? Today we're diving into how condensed milk is made and why it lasts so unbelievably long without spoiling. And if you enjoy videos where science quietly explains the magic hiding in everyday food, consider liking and subscribing. Not because the algorithm demands sacrifice, but because it apparently does. Let's learn more. Cow milk made into sweet syrup. Condensed milk, more specifically sweetened condensed milk, is simply cow's milk with most of its water removed and a large amount of sugar added. During production, manufacturers remove roughly 50 to 60% of the milk's water content, concentrating the remaining milk solids like proteins, fats, and lactose. Then sugar is added in massive quantities. The final product usually contains about 40 to 45% sugar by weight, which dramatically changes the chemistry of the milk. This transformation gives condensed milk three key characteristics: a thick, syrup-like texture and intensely sweet flavor, and extremely long shelf life. But to understand why it lasts so long, we first need to understand how it is made. Here are the steps involved in the making. 1. Milk collection and standardization. The journey begins on dairy farms. Fresh cow's milk is collected and transported to processing plants where it undergoes quality testing. Technicians check fat levels, protein content, microbial safety, and temperature and freshness. Once approved, the milk is standardized. That means adjusting the fat levels so every batch has consistent composition. This ensures every can of condensed milk tastes the same, whether it's produced in January or July. After standardization, the milk is pasteurized. This heating step kills harmful bacteria and prepares the milk for further processing. 2. Evaporation, removing the water. Now comes the step that gives condensed milk its name. The milk enters a large industrial machine called a vacuum evaporator. Inside this equipment, the pressure is lowered, temperature is carefully controlled, and the water slowly evaporates. Using a vacuum is important. Under low pressure, liquids boil at lower temperatures. This allows manufacturers to remove water without overheating the milk and damaging its flavor. By the end of this process, about half of the milk's original water has been removed. What remains is a thick, concentrated milk base packed with proteins, fat, and lactose. At this point, it's essentially evaporated milk, but condensed milk still needs its most important ingredient: sugar. 3. Adding sugar, the preservation trick. Next, sugar is gradually added while the mixture is heated and stirred. And not a small amount. The finished product typically contains around 40 to 45% sugar. This isn't just for sweetness. The sugar plays a crucial scientific role: preservation. At such high concentrations, sugar dramatically increases osmotic pressure. That means it pulls water out of microorganisms like bacteria and mold. Without water, microbes cannot grow. It's the same preservation principle behind honey lasting for centuries, jams staying stable on shelves, candied fruit resisting spoilage. By flooding the milk with sugar, manufacturers create an environment where most microbes simply cannot survive. 4. Homogenization. Next comes homogenization, a process that breaks fat droplets into extremely tiny particles. This prevents the fat from separating and floating to the top. Without homogenization, condensed milk would eventually form layers inside the can. Instead, the product becomes smooth, uniform, and creamy. This step also improves the texture that people love in desserts and coffee. 5. Controlled cooling and crystallization. After sugar is added, the mixture is cooled in a carefully controlled process. Why? Because sugar can crystallize. If manufacturers simply cooled the mixture too quickly, large sugar crystals would form, giving the product a gritty texture. To prevent this, factories cool the milk slowly while stirring it. This allows very tiny crystals to form, keeping the texture smooth and creamy. This step may take hours and requires precise temperature control. It's one of the quiet secrets behind condensed milk's signature consistency. The last step involves sterile canning. Once the condensed milk reaches the correct thickness and temperature, it's ready for packaging. The product is poured into sterilized cans or containers in sealed production lines. Because the milk was already pasteurized and concentrated, the packaging process simply needs to maintain a sterile environment. Once sealed, the cans become airtight barriers protecting the milk from bacteria and oxygen. And that's where the real shelf life begins. Why does condensed milk last so long? Now, we arrive at the fascinating part. Condensed milk's longevity comes from three separate preservation systems working together. 1. Extremely high sugar content. With 40 to 45% sugar, condensed milk creates a hostile environment for bacteria. The sugar draws water out of microbial cells through osmosis, essentially dehydrating them. Without moisture, microbes cannot multiply. 2. Reduced water content. During evaporation, about half the milk's water is removed. This dramatically lowers the product's water activity, a scientific measure of how much moisture is available for microbes. Lower water activity equals slower microbial growth. 3. Airtight canning. Finally, sealed cans prevent contamination from outside bacteria and oxygen. Together, these three barriers create what food scientists call a multi-hurdle preservation system. Microbes face high sugar, low water, and no oxygen exposure. That's a survival nightmare. So how long can condensed milk last? Because of these preservation methods, unopened condensed milk has an impressive shelf life. Most manufacturers estimate 12 to 24 months of best quality when stored in a cool pantry. But interestingly, it can often remain safe even beyond the printed date if the can stays sealed and undamaged. Once opened, however, the clock starts ticking. Exposure to air allows microbes to enter. Opened condensed milk usually lasts about 2 to 3 weeks in the refrigerator when stored in an airtight container. So the product isn't truly immortal. But compared to fresh milk, it's practically a time traveler. A quick historical side note: condensed milk wasn't invented for desserts. It was created for survival. In 1856, American inventor Gail Borden patented the process for producing shelf-stable milk. At the time, fresh milk often carried dangerous bacteria due to poor sanitation and lack of refrigeration. Condensed milk provided a safe, portable dairy source, especially valuable during the American Civil War when soldiers needed durable food supplies. What started as a preservation technology eventually became a staple ingredient for sweets like fudge, dulce de leche, key lime pie, Vietnamese iced coffee. And the rest is dessert history. Why is condensed milk so popular? Even in the age of refrigeration, condensed milk remains popular worldwide. Why? Because it's incredibly versatile. You can drizzle it over fruit, stir it into coffee, use it as a baking base, and also turn it into caramel. Its rich sweetness and creamy texture make it a favorite ingredient in both home kitchens and professional bakeries. And thanks to its long shelf life, it's also a reliable pantry staple. Condensed milk may look simple, but it's actually a clever piece of food science. By removing water, adding sugar, and sealing the product, manufacturers create a dairy product that can last for years. It's a perfect example of how chemistry, engineering, and preservation techniques quietly shape the food we eat every day. The next time you open a can, remember you're not just holding sweet milk. You're holding a 19th century invention that solved one of humanity's oldest food problems: how to keep milk from spoiling. And it's still working more than 150 years later. If you enjoyed learning how something as ordinary as condensed milk hides a surprisingly brilliant bit of food science, hit the like button and subscribe. Because apparently the internet rewards educational dairy content. And who are we to argue with the algorithm? Thanks for watching.